Hello everyone! In this video, I'll show you how to build a DC motor control circuit using PWM with an H-bridge. This circuit provides smooth speed control, fast direction switching, and stable operation. I'll also share tips to keep the MOSFET cool and reduce noise. If you're working on robotics or electromechanical projects, this is definitely worth trying. This is a test of the motor running and reversing at low speed, as well as the circuit's acceleration response. The speed can be smoothly adjusted from 0 to 100% without any issues, and the direction reversal is also very smooth. This is a test of stopping and reversing at high speed. The circuit includes a braking function, allowing the motor to stop almost instantly when the stop button is pressed. If you're interested in this circuit, I'll show you how to build it right after a quick introduction to my sponsor and partner, JLCPCB. I'd like to thank JLCPCB for supporting this video. Over the years, I've used JLCPCB's 1 to 4-layer PCB in many projects, and they've always been reliable with fast turnaround. Now, JLCPCB is making high-performance 6-layer PCB more accessible. With 6 layers, routing becomes cleaner and more efficient, increasing wiring density by around 30 to 50%, so you spend less time dealing with routing limits and more time focusing on your design. With free via-in-pad technology and ENIC finish included, JLCPCB delivers professional-grade 6-layer PCB without the professional-grade price. If you want to try it yourself, you can get the latest coupon by clicking the link in the description below. This is the result after 1 week of uploading my Gerber files to the JLCPCB website. The package is very well protected, with a solid outer box and anti-static packaging inside to keep the PCB safe during shipping. As always, I'm sharing all the files for free, including the Gerber files, so you can order the PCB from JLCPCB. The download link is available in the video description. As you can see, the PCB looks very well manufactured. The surface is flat and clean, with no visible scratches or defects. The silkscreen is clear and sharp, making it easy to identify components and assembly positions. The drill holes and vias are precise and well aligned, which makes soldering much easier. Overall, the PCB quality is very impressive and fully suitable for projects that require high stability and reliability. Now, let's start assembling the components. The circuit includes basic components such as resistors, diodes, and capacitors. For the diodes, it's recommended to use fast recovery types that can operate at high frequencies to ensure stable performance. Power components like the MOSFET and the IR-103 IC will be installed last, after verifying and measuring the required voltage levels. Compared to conventional PWM circuits, this H-bridge PWM design offers several advantages. It not only controls the speed, but also allows flexible direction reversal. In addition, it provides more stable control, faster response, and can include a braking function for near-instant stopping. This makes it a much more powerful and flexible solution for real-world applications. After installing the resistors and diodes, we move on to the capacitors. In this circuit, the capacitors act as bootstrap capacitors, allowing the unchanneled MOSFET to be driven on the high side. These capacitors boost the gate voltage above the supply level, enabling proper operation of the MOSFET. Without them, the unchanneled MOSFET cannot function on the high side. The remaining components do not have any special requirements. For the MOSFET, it's recommended to choose low RDs-on types, such as IRF3205 or IRFZ44 to achieve higher efficiency and reduce power loss. After completing the assembly, we supply 24 volts to the circuit. Use a multimeter to measure the voltage between pin 1 and pin 4 of the IR-103 IC, ensuring it is around 12 volts. At the same time, check the voltage at the fan supply jack, which should also be around 12 volts to ensure proper operation. I used a 12 volts computer heatsink as a base to mount the MOSFETs, along with a cooling fan. You can use any suitable heatsink. You have to ensure proper heat dissipation for the circuit. The circuit is designed to fit perfectly with a computer heatsink, making it compact yet powerful. The circuit can use either the IR-101 or IR-103 driver IC to drive the MOSFETs without any issues. This is the code I'm using with the Arduino Code to control the circuit. All parameters are displayed on a 16 by 2 LCD. The circuit uses two PWM pins for control, which is suitable for the IR-103 driver. If you use the IR-101, you will need for control pins instead. The code also reads input from push buttons for start-stop and direction control and uses a potentiometer to adjust the speed. The PWM frequency is set to around 20 kHz, allowing the motor to run smoothly without audible noise. The push buttons and potentiometer are mounted on a test board for easy circuit testing. Since the IR-103 driver is used, the control pins are tied together, H1 with L1 and H2 with L2. This is the overall setup with the Arduino connected to the circuit during testing. Wish you success with your project. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. See you in the next videos.